What if I told you that your relationship with money might be shaped by financial trauma? You might not even realize how it's affecting your future. Picture this: you're at your kitchen table surrounded by bills, and it all feels overwhelming. You're definitely not alone in feeling this way. Many share this sense of being swamped, but the real danger often lurks beneath the surface. Most people believe they can manage their finances until they hit a breaking point, pushing through with the mindset that it's just a temporary phase. But what if this mindset is actually more harmful than helpful? Many don't recognize how past financial trauma can skew their perception of wealth today. Consider growing up in a household where money was a constant source of stress. Those early experiences can create a lens through which you view every financial decision, making even the thought of saving bring a knot to your stomach. Have you ever avoided budgeting because it triggers memories of financial struggle? Or perhaps you find that impulse spending offers a quick escape from anxiety. These are significant signs pointing to an emotional battle that many choose to overlook. When you avoid facing these feelings, you risk repeating past mistakes. It's not just about the numbers, it's about your mindset. Now let's focus on someone relatable: Sarah. She's a young professional aiming for a promotion, but every payday anxiety grips her. Instead of saving, she splurges, convincing herself it's a reward for her hard work. With each purchase, her anxiety increases and her savings dwindle. She does to realize her past is influencing her present, making her choices feel like temporary wins rather than steps toward genuine financial security. Imagine the tension building. What happens when the unexpected strikes? A car accident or a medical emergency. Suddenly, those financial choices come crashing down. The weight of choice turns into the weight of consequence. So, what's the solution? You need to confront your financial trauma head-on. Taking small steps can completely shift your mindset. Start by reflecting on those early experiences. What were they? How did they shape you? Begin to reshape your narrative about money. Acknowledge the emotions tied to it, but don't let them control you. Setting spending boundaries and recognizing your triggers can pave a new path forward. When you face this, you'll gain newfound clarity. You might realize that wealth isn't just about numbers, it's about freedom. Freedom from fear, anxiety, and your past. As we wrap up, consider this: what if your future wealth is waiting for you to confront your past? The risks are real, but so are the rewards. Take a moment to reflect on your relationship with money. Are you ready to rewrite your story? If this resonates with you, consider diving deeper into your journey. There's so much more ahead. You might not realize it, but your mindset about money could be holding you back from a brighter future. Imagine waking up one morning, checking your bank account, and feeling a wave of dread wash over you. This feeling does just come from nowhere. Many people carry the weight of financial trauma, often without knowing it. This trauma can stem from experiences like a sudden job loss or a divorce that left you scrambling to regain stability. Such moments can distort your money mindset, triggering a chain reaction that impacts your future wealth. Picture yourself at a dinner party where the conversation shifts to investments. You nod along, but inside anxiety begins to bubble up. You're afraid of repeating past mistakes, and that fear is more common than you might think. The psychological effects of financial trauma can create blind spots in your decision making. You might avoid risks entirely or find yourself chasing every shiny investment opportunity without a second thought. It's a risky game, and the stakes are higher than you realize. Let's dive a little deeper. Think about a friend who seems to be thriving financially. They speak confidently about their investments while you feel stuck. The hidden truth. Beneath their polished exterior, they might be grappling with similar fears, but they've learned to mask them. The difference is just luck, it's a shift in mindset. They've learned to recognize their triggers and confront them. But how can you do that when everything feels overwhelming? Consider a scenario you might relate to. You find an amazing deal on a new car, and despite your gut telling you to wait, you buy it impulsively. Days later, regret sets in. This is just about the car, it reveals deeper issues at play. Financial trauma can cloud your judgment, leading you to react instead of think. You might not even realize how often you're making choices driven by fear or past mistakes. The key is to recognize this cycle. Now, before we explore solutions, let's raise the stakes. Imagine letting these patterns continue. A few years from now, you could still be in the same position, financially stuck and mentally drained. The cost of inaction can be staggering, affecting every aspect of your life, not just your finances. So, what can you do to break this cycle? Start small. Acknowledge those feelings when they arise. Write them down and reflect on how past experiences influence your current choices. This isn't about self-blame, it's about reclaiming control. As you confront these fears, you'll notice a shift in your mindset. You'll begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles. It won't happen overnight, but every step forward is a victory. Ultimately, the most important takeaway is that financial trauma doesn't have to dictate your future. You have the power to rewrite your money story. And remember, the first step is always the hardest, so why not take it today? If this resonates with you, share your thoughts. You never know who might need to hear this. Have you ever felt that knot in your stomach when tax season rolls around? It's more than just filling out forms. It can create a wave of stress that impacts your future in ways you might not realize. Many people brush off this anxiety as a normal part of life. Picture this: you're at a family gathering, and suddenly the conversation shifts to finances. Your heart races, palms sweat, and while you nod along, your mind spirals with worries about debts, missed opportunities, and that nagging fear of the taxman. Most don't realize that this anxiety often stems from past financial trauma. Perhaps you witnessed a parent struggle with money, or you faced setbacks that left emotional scars. These experiences shape how you handle finances today, often without your awareness. Now, consider how this plays out in your life. You might avoid checking your bank statements, hoping the problems will magically disappear. But this creates a cycle of avoidance that can lead to even greater anxiety. It's a cycle of stress and avoidance that only intensifies. The more you ignore it, the more overwhelming it becomes. Let's make this real. Imagine receiving a letter from the IRS. Your heart sinks. Instead of tackling the issue head-on, you spiral into panic, even avoiding calls from your accountant, thinking that facing it will only make things worse. This risky behavior can lead to serious financial trouble. But don't lose hope. Recognizing this pattern is the first step to breaking free. What if you could turn that anxiety into empowerment? Instead of letting fear dictate your actions, choose to confront it. Picture yourself taking that first step, opening your banking app. It's not just about the numbers, it's about reclaiming control of your financial story. As you shift your mindset, something amazing happens.